Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video now, we've had some pretty crazy news coming out over here when it comes to Xbox. Now, this is a little bit of an interesting topic over here because people are somewhat on the upset side, although cautiously, hopefully, optimistic, where Xbox is now introducing a brand new system to essentially go and ban and remove bad players from their, game system. Now, when it comes to this type of stuff, I'm always going to say, I'm an active League of Legends player. I want you guys to know this. If you guys don't know about League of Legends, probably one of the most toxic, horrendous, horrible communities known to man, where people are off their rockers, and I have seen some things that would probably make most grown men cry said in the chat logs of League of Legends. So I'm no one that's against the idea of people basically being banned or being removed off of game platforms if they are, just disruptive or rude, racist, whatever it may go and be. But of course, some people are going to be kind of curious on how they want to portray this, and as well, the brand new system is intriguing, so I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. I'm always cool with the whole gaming world being chill, so hopefully we'll stay chill. Let's go talk about the Xbox news. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on Twitter and Twitch down below, and of course, leave a like and your thoughts, and let's dive on into the video itself. So very first and foremost, as you guys know, most online systems, PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, or whatever, usually do have internal things to ban people, remove people off the platform. If you're hacking, you're cheating, you're just spam messaging people, you're a bot, you're really rude, really racist, or whatever it might be, typically, they do not want to keep that in the gaming community, whether it's PlayStation or Xbox. But of course, whenever there is these big changes, a lot of folks are always skeptical on if they're going to be done well, or what would happen to your account over time, or if you lose all of your stuff. I will go and say baseline. If you're just a bad person and you lose all your stuff, in theory, that makes sense. I'm not really a big fan of people always losing all their different types of things, but of course, you have a lot of different chances. You do not want to go get banned. Just be a good person. You should be all good to go. But Xbox, as of right now, a little bit of a ramble for the start of that video, Xbox introduces a new strike system to go and basically curtail bad behavior. It's 8 strikes and you're out. Now, as I mentioned, some folks are a little bit concerned about this in terms of basically either the issues of people being spam reported, or maybe if it's way too hardcore, and you can just enjoy the gaming experience. Once again, before I dive into this one, my opinion is if someone's a good person, and I'm sure 99% of you guys watching this video are, you probably won't have any issues or any stuff like that. But today, a brand new strike-based enforcement program is coming to Xbox. The system is meant to clear up confusion regarding how Xbox enforces its community standards and helps players keep track of enforcement actions made on their accounts. Number 1. A lot of these things, too, for anyone who might be skeptical. Typically, there already is this type of system already established on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, so it's not introducing something brand new. It's just more so kind of solidifying and kind of having an actual, rule list of what's going to happen. In an interview with The Verge, Xbox Player Services Corporate Vice President Dave McCarthy explained the new enforcement system and its place in Xbox's overall community management strategy. This is all about player transparency, which I think is good. Just want to have a chance to let people know if they got in trouble, how they got in trouble, and if people are getting banned, why they're getting banned, how long they're getting banned. I think overall this is a good thing. Although, and rightfully so, people are concerned on these big changes on their account and all that, which I think that's fine. People should always be skeptical on big system changes or big system price changes or whatever it might be for these big companies, because if these companies can always go take a mile, they're going to take a whole block if they can. That was probably a horrible metaphor, but you guys know what I mean. So we didn't have a way to basically show our players what their standing was in the community, and this makes it completely clear. In the new system, if a player violates the Xbox community standards, they'll receive a strike. The severity of the violation determines the number of strikes and the length of the punishment. So basically, if you're on rule break number 7, you're going to be a lot more kind of penalized for someone who does it for the first time. And if anything, if you go hit 8 total strikes, their account will be banned from using Xbox services like voice chat or multiplayer for a year. Now, this is a little bit of a weird one. I think this is maybe where people get harped up on, because let's say you buy a multiplayer game, and then next week you're permanently banned off your account. You may not even have a chance to utilize that. You may be wasting money on Xbox Game Pass or Xbox Live. In theory, you could still go and play single-player games, so it's not 100% destroyed, but some people mainly play multiplayer games. I'm more of a multiplayer game myself. I like competitive games. I'll play the Overwatch, League of Legends, Call of Duty, whatever it might be. That's my cup of tea. So I'd be pretty sad if I couldn't play Apex or Fortnite or Rocket League or whatever because I got banned. Although I do want to say, if you're on your 7th strike, you should probably be being a good person. And of course, it's very hard. I've never had a strike on almost anything, on Steam, on Twitch, on YouTube, or anything like that. So I do think most people watching this video, you're probably never going to get that big. You should probably be fine. or in theory, you can always just make a new account if you're on like strike 5 and you're starting to get a little bit worried. But basically, this one, the strike program, will start today with everyone on the platform getting a clean strike list slate. So even if you had issues before or bans before, you should be all good now. McCarthy shared that the only about 1%, so like I said, probably not you guys, about 1% of the Xbox player base receives any kind of enforcement action at all, and only a third of that 1% goes on to receive even more additional actions. So I don't think many people are going to be going and, well, having issues with this type of stuff. I think it'll be fine. I think most normal people watching this video will probably actually have a better gaming experience if more of these really toxic folks are removed off the platform. Without any kind of standardization program in place, McCarthy said that players would express confusion as to why some enforcements earned day-long suspensions while some were banned for like a week or a month, which makes sense. Basically, they're trying to have the clarification. So they're basically being like, hey, you go and break the rules 5 times, you get a month. You break it 1 time, you get a day. Come back over here, a little slap on the wrist, don't do it again. In a blog posted to Xbox, while outlining the new enforcement system, McCarthy wrote, "This revised system gives players a better understanding of enforcement severity and the cumulative effect of multiple enforcements. Xbox won't be publishing the list of infractions and their corresponding number of strikes, but the blog announcing the new program will include a graphic that will give players an idea of how the number of strikes scales with escalating behavior." You can also see the graphic over here, which I'll show you guys right now. A little bit on the blurrier side, too. Maybe I'll do this one. Either way, it looks a little bit on the blurrier side, but you can basically see it says user starts with 0 strikes, you're good to go. 1 strike, you get reported for a gamer tag. Then let's say you had sent a mean message, you're maybe on 4 strikes. And it's almost like a hate system too as well, where like basically if you do something really bad, it'll go in scale. So let me almost maybe move my webcam up here for a second so you guys can see it. So if you guys look on the left, there's like a profanity. Or cheating, which is kind of funny that cheating is only +1. I almost feel like this would be a little bit higher. But if you do something like really inappropriate, or you're harassing someone multiple times, or hate speeching, these actually do have a bigger merit towards you getting banned. You get these basically 8 strike enforcement system over here at 365 days. We don't necessarily know if there's a permanent ban or not, and it does go off their actual things for 6 months, but people are somewhat concerned on this. I don't think this should be a big concern, though, at the end of the day. Number one, if things get off the record for 6 months, let's say you're somehow having a really bad day. Maybe you're drunk. I don't want to give you guys the free pass, but you know what happens, whatever. Maybe someone's really annoying. Try your best not to, but I understand not everyone has a good day. And you're at like maybe 6 strikes, you get a 21-day ban. At that point, you should maybe go take like a nice few months off of gaming or play some single player games. And then it does say all the strikes will stand record after 6 months. After those 6 months, you'll be good to go afterwards. No one really knows what happens though if you hit 8 strikes. Get banned for a year and you instantly come back and you randomly go and get banned again. I'm not really sure exactly how that will go and work, but basically let's try our best not to have that go and happen. But you guys can basically go and see on this one over time, you should be good to go. And then if you they also do have things that are on appeals. Now people are a little bit worried about the appeals too as well, because it's all like automated through AI or other various types of enforcements. It may not be the best situation. It may not be good because people may go and judge that and be like, hey, what if this bot randomly said like, I was telling my buddy F you or something like that, and then they got somehow automatically picked up and they get banned. Now, I highly doubt this will be a big issue long term, mainly because, well, if you appeal, you might be fine, or if that happens once or twice, you kind of learn to just move it to text messages or Discord or Telegram or whatever, but the people are still concerned. Whenever brand new systems get in place and you have a chance to lose your account, it is typically a scary, scary situation nonetheless. So it's interesting to see. So it seems really hard to get banned. I think a lot of you guys will not get banned. So you could also go and see that like profanity and these other different types of things have different levels of issues. I kind of wish that cheating was higher. I'm a very not big fan of cheating in video games. And of course, you will be able to submit appeals. If you have a successful appeal, the strike will be removed. And as well, strikes don't stay in the player's account forever, falls off after 6 months. They say our job here is managing a community where everyone feels welcome, requires us to try a bunch of different tools and approaches. And McCarthy said, I think if you're going to have a healthy, vibrant player community, you sort of have to tackle it from all these angles, and you have to commit to regularly improving and investing into it. And I think this overall seems like a good thing. Like I've gone through some of the posts from say like Tom Warren, where they're like, hey, we just want to hope that there's a human controlling this appeal process. You go and do that, we'll be happy. People get banned for cheating, get banned for like even saying very, very light things, or like the casual S talk as well. So they kind of hope that people are like concerned about this one too as well. But at the same time too, I get it. Like people send hate mail, they don't want to keep that over here too as well. It takes a very, very long time to on top of this, and I think it's overall better for the gaming community. But like I said, some folks were concerned about the issues on this, where they're worried that they might lose their account, lose their games, lose their Game Pass system, username, or whatever it might be. As I kind of want to wind this down, you probably will not end up getting banned. I think a lot of you guys are very good individuals. For that one crazy person still watching, make sure you're just very nice and try to calm down if you can. Please do not get banned. But that's pretty much much about it for the end of this video. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Give me your thoughts and comments down below. And of course, swing by the Twitter and Twitch if you guys are bored. And I'll see you guys up on the next one.